Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Hi, excuse me. Wow. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Affinity. Did not mean to cut that off, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Where is the song I'm looking for? Where's the one I want? Where is it? There we go. I want this one. Hey, Den. Am I doing okay? I'm doing alright. Dan, I know how I said I was going to do gaming stuff today, and then this happened. I was not expecting there to be a Twilight lobby tonight, because there's no Heaven's Reach tomorrow, so I figured there wasn't going to be a lobby. So, and then Kimmy goes, oh yeah, we're doing a lobby. I was like, okay. So I'm going to do that. We do have something else going on in about 2.5 hours. It'll be fun because, well, you'll find out in 2.5 hours. Let's put it that way. But yes, we do need to sit down sometime and do that. Okay, well, turn that off. Right, so last I saw, she was down here. Emissary?
Be the voice for them.
Champion. Everyone's discussing the recent events.
Any theory of what I had ideas of what the clock's being contradicted due to the current actions?
It is good.
I had information is now wrong, and it's all.
Hope you're doing well, though.
Correct also.
We don't know how much the clocks have
I'm alive.
but at that point, that's also why I wanted to say that
As are we all.
why I wanted to bring these to all's attention is that moving forward,
That's what
we
matters right now.
ourselves, no matter where we're moving, no matter
Indeed.
what we're doing, we'll need to be careful.
Yes.
We'll get through it.
I've done my best not to reveal you all as much as possible to those who are the enemies of Heaven's Reach.
I'm a bit stricken on please.
In Katsu.
This boy. That's not what I mean. Your positions as my allies is
Hey, Sasha.
understandable. I'm talking about the bigger picture.
Good evening.
I mean, we have a lot on the plate now.
What is lucky for us is that we do still have resources and knowledge that we can use.
We're not at a dead end. Not yet.
Well, that's good.
That is a big. However, how long can we play gather resources in between before they get too pissed at us? Depending how long it takes.
I suppose that depends. Considering this realm's bindings on me and whatnot, what would you like me to do, Q? With everybody here, you know, I have enough power that I could literally play wall for quite a while. I owe you that much.
I know that
2 RPs per day?
stands
Technically the second was not necessarily another RP. I'll simply say that.
in this particular matter. I'm not going to so much be utilizing you all for it, but I'm informing you all of the status quo has changed.
Fair enough.
On that note, it doesn't. The pathway forward is still somewhat the same, albeit a little bit more convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
The Forge of Stars needs to be conquered. Once we have the Forge of Stars, then I can start working on truly protecting people as I should have in the beginning. No,
Mhm.
Come on now. You beat yourself up. You've done what you can as you can. You are fragmented and fighting yourself at the same time.
You are correct. And there is much there that I
Just promise me if you do something reckless and stupid again, you'll take me along with you.
I don't plan on doing anything reckless.
Or at the very least, let us know beforehand.
Do we want to address the fact that you said you won't do anything reckless but not stupid? I'm not gonna let that one slide.
We're calling you out on this one, Q.
Sometimes you have to be reckless to get things done.
You're not
But
wrong.
there's a time and place for it.
For a thing to work.
You're not
However,
wrong.
there is a time and place for it.
May I point out dumb luck?
Mm-hmm.
Don't, please.
I am
You know all
quite
about that, don't
acquainted, very intimately
Hey, Tree.
with dumb luck.
You people are. That being said, this matter I'll have
We're
more
not in-
information on it in its own time. Talking about it ultimately will lead us in circles right now.
I would just note, Q, we at least have guaranteed information. Disregard
have
people with
our
their emotions. We have guaranteed information on what's going on.
So, beyond that, right, anyways, what I was trying to do, we have
trying
individuals from Metaverse, a realm. I mentioned this all to you in a message recently. An individual from their reality that had refused to die yet again for the third time now.
Shocking.
They had created a rift from their world to ours. And in the process, they sort of sucked a group of individuals through. Some of them have been staying here, others have, others have
Been up and
either
about.
returned back to Etheris or been exploring the wider new world that they've been in.
Fair enough.
Our position in that particular regard and that group of individuals is we are currently maintaining a safe haven for them and a gateway for them to return back and forth. I have created a doorway at the Twilight Sanctuary that is connected to a gateway that I have moved from the destroyed village that heads back to Etheris. The gateway near the destroyed village is under guard. I have used one energy I do have and resources I have to implement a couple of the hidden shadow bounts. They're guardians for the Twilight. Which actually brings me to another note. In a week's time, once I've most likely recovered enough energy, the next champion of old that you all will meet will actually be Ilin Fey, who was the leader of the Shadow Bounce and the Twilight champion of the Lumen. The champion of knowledge.
Something to look forward to then.
Hopefully they're
Indubitably. Say that again?
hopefully they're an open book.
Ah, yes. They are, depends on what kind of a day that they'll be in. What kind of mood. What kind of mood. Depends on the day, what kind of mood they'll be in. Common is such a bloody mess.
It really is.
Anyways, that being said, our assistance with the individuals from Etheris is going to be vicarious. I have offered to give them direction and sanctuary as well as aid them as much as I can on this side of things, but their issues are ultimately their issues unless they come ask for more help in said issues. That being said, there is an individual out there who goes by, happens to be the name Athena. She also has another alias known as Minerva. Her appearance, some of you might know, considering you've seen that oral story. But those who have not witnessed her story, she is like a large six-winged butterfly thing with a star in a cage and a chest, and oh goodness, there's actually a lot there. I'll distribute an imagery through the crystal at one point, so that way you all can know exactly what at least her true form looks like.
That would be helpful, yeah.
She also has been known to manipulate familiars into objects.
Oh boy.
Luckily, from what I could tell, the crystal that you gave me was not one of them. But the group of adventurers that was here had about six different objects that they were familiars that were conscious and able to see and hear everything around them. And these adventurers had been carrying it on themselves unwittingly, feeding the enemy information. Luckily, now that I had identified them, I decided to take them into the in-between and unmake them.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Understandable.
Not that cruel.
Familiars and objects isn't unheard of, though.
It's not unheard of, but it's definitely different than most familiars that I'm familiar with. Pun intended.
It's definitely worrying though, when if this Minerva or Athena is creating these, and people aren't knowing that they are familiars, and just unwittingly feeding information to her.
Yes, one of their own has went back to the other side, I do believe, and with that information, to inform the other side of what's going on. Yes. This being the case, it is probably something that needs to be noted.
Oh, bloody hell, will my brain work for me?
All good. You got a lot on your plate.
You're telling me. We will need to be careful, regardless of individuals who might be unwittingly coming into possession of these things without knowing. Unfortunately, I don't exactly have an easy way of creating something that could do it, though I might at that point turn to you for assistance in this matter. I'll need some sort of ability and artifice to identify objects that might have souls or some form of living essence, so that way for those who are not able to see the true nature of objects, we might need something for individuals, because I don't believe that anything like that exists over in Azeris. At least not to my knowledge.
Probably not.
I'm sure they can probably create something in Atheris, but even then, they're also... In Atheris, they're on her playing terms, because... unlike here, where everything is sort of unrestrained and unrestricted, their world still follows certain natural laws.
Yeah, it does.
So, in regards to everything that I've went over, first is that moving forward, I'll need you all to be wary and careful of the variation of clock. Effectively, from what I have observed and analyzed, these clocks now appear with a less overt visual. It is smaller in nature, and the clock seems to at least show what kind of power level it has right before it exits. The long hand of the clock will point to a number on the clock. This will note what kind of power level it has. Should any of you encounter one, be it on any mission of my own or happen to be accompany someone and it just so happens to be there. These things have had a possibility of showing up in places like the Warrens and such. Oh, actually, so Reza revealed to us that Heaven's Reach itself is not immune. For but a brief split second, she lowered the protections of Heaven's Reach. Over 20 or 30 clocks were in the sky. Several of them were king's clocks, meaning that we cannot connect Heaven's Reach to the time flow anytime soon. It also means that we must undo the wish if we want this place to be safe at all. Because should our protections fail here, we will be destroyed. Period. In the story. There is no fighting that many clocks. Even the one that is within you, Farron, would be hard pressed to fight that many.
Again, which is why you don't fight them all at once.
We'd have no choice.
That's the thing, though.
There's a lot of the clocks that Q's talking about that already were about to trigger.
That's definitely
Separating
worrying.
them out, while possible, it still would be quite a task. So,
Their whole army at the ready for
And it'd also be better than just waiting for them all to descend upon you.
well,
Yeah.
as it stands, the objective is to get to the tower, undo the wish.
Fair.
Which, luckily, due to recent events, much to my chagrin, it has lit a fire under some of the champions' asses, and they're finally getting themselves in order to get things handled and put away. Finally, they're realizing that they need to be proactive about things instead of reactionary.
Yeah.
Well, that's
too
good at
used to
least.
Sitting around being told when they need to do something instead of trying to figure out something to do themselves.
A sentence that I heard many times. I'm not referring to him.
Sentence of the blue-haired devil.
I'm not referring to him.
Why does it sound like you're saying these champions weren't doing their job?
That's exactly what it says.
Oh no.
Doing their job is a interesting phrase because Riza has ever been lax on them when it came to their title as a champion. To be fair, they weren't actual champions. You only are granted that title once you step through the first doorway into level 1 of the tower. However, she treasured these individuals and thus granted them the title out of, well, respect. That being said, they definitely weren't taking the time to do what they needed to do. I won't blame them too far. I will at least give them the benefit of the doubt that with everything that they've encountered and been through, it's sort of a learned response. Much of what they've been through on the other side, outside of Heaven's Reach, has been a lot of hurry up and wait.
Mm-hmm.
They've been given times and dates and knowledge of when something is happening, so they sit around on their asses waiting till that time instead of actually doing something.
Preparing.
While here, we don't exactly have deadlines or timelines. Our deadline is when the clocks decide to unwrite all of the universe itself.
Or kill all of us.
Or both.
The former would be an effective method of accomplishing the latter.
I'm talking about, well, if it undoes the people that know about the wish, why would it need to keep doing stuff against it?
Sorry for the odd question. It's just I'm so
Because it's unstable, and even should everyone who knows anything, it will continue to unwrite universes, up to and including my own Twilight and the Aether. But yes, Farron, I didn't catch that.
sorry for the odd question. I just was under the impression that the reason I wasn't seeing these champions, besides the big event we had recently, was they were off doing things to prevent all this.
No, unfortunately, they've been preoccupied with their own lives. But like I said, losing Breeza finally has opened several of their eyes. Unfortunately, we need all of their eyes open, and one of the hardest ones to convince will be Patty. One of the doorways is going to be locked, and we will need her specifically in order to open that doorway when the time comes. There are two passageways which will... There are two doorways where we'll have to find different pathways around, that being Nikuhasaki and Calcifer. But there are 8 other doorways, each tied to a specific champion. should any of you be in touch with Patty, maybe sitting down and having a conversation with them would be great.
I did.
About how we really do need them.
Even if it's keeping them up to date, that's what I've been doing.
Better than nothing.
It's what happens when you have to run a family, but you take it a little too personal for that. Ironically, you have two champions act in two different ways on how they should treat family.
Well, how a person should treat family is a subjective opinion, honestly.
You caused something in my head that I just realized. We could try something, but you know.
We could try hard at it.
Well, we can confirm one information whenever everybody's ready. Technically speaking, we do have the power to do so too.
Spread it out, boy. What are you suggesting?
Someone to trigger and then leave to a different dimension.
Oh boy, howdy. That is... Whew, that is...
Yeah?
Why would you want to do that,
There's
boy?
a lot of risks. Because that would give us the information on several key things.
Such as?
We're working off of assumptions on what happens when a clock doesn't have the ability to follow its
Two
target.
things.
If a normal clock gets triggered, such as the ones that we've been fighting in the arena, we will know that there are different clocks entirely.
Okay.
They fight like
I
the
don't believe in
simulations.
the different clocks,
How they manifest.
as in... You believe that they're still from the same source. How? I don't exactly know. To be fair, I did not realize how long I was down there because I actually am suddenly much warmer and don't have icicles.
Yes, there's a lot of interesting avenues we can take. Two of them are not a great idea, but would
Aww,
work.
I miss you too, May.
That's, jumping a bunch of people that work for these fucks and interrogating them somewhere away from their eyes.
I mean, if you really wanted to perform that test, I could do something. I'm not gonna put it at risk, though. So, no.
No.
Here's one of the
Thank you.
individuals from Etheris. Aki.
Hello.
Hi.
We'll talk about that later. Like I said, you're talking to a rat whose definition of safety is a thin line, and even then string looks bigger than it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, to change topics and to get us on a little bit more of a topic of camaraderie, this is Aki. They were unfortunately pulled from their reality, though rumor has it you've been enjoying yourself in places like Orlando Soccer.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. I had a lot of questions.
Hope you got some answers.
I can imagine.
I got a lot of answers.
Wow.
A lot of answers.
Fair enough.
I will have to say, if you want to go to some place that feels a little bit more up your alley, a little later this evening, the gates to Dragonspire Keep should be open to the public soon.
Okay.
It's the keep that you typically walk through to get to the door,
Mm.
but a lot of people sort of glaze over it.
I blink and
I
it's
have
gone.
let Scalos know which individuals should be allowed in here, so he shouldn't have an issue. But yes, to introduce you to who's here, I believe you've met Sariel.
Mm,
Don't
no,
think so.
don't think so. That was Aster from the other day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Aster, the Eldritch cat. That's how I'm forever gonna remember them.
Huh?
And they're not a cat. I worked with a police officer or police chief that was an Eldritch cat.
They worked with someone. They worked with someone who was apparently also named that name, and
Okay.
Ah,
That's how
okay.
it's
They
easy
just
for me to
keep
remember
refer-
people.
Fair enough.
but anyways, then allow me to more properly. This is Sariel, the champion of Twilight, the champion of Souls.
Nice to meet you.
Did I say
Pleasure.
Souls?
Interesting title.
I was gonna say what? Q.
I didn't know you were a tycoon.
Common.
Common. Oh, yeah, I heard that they just run over you. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they
I'm going to the. No, who am I carrying? I'm going to my perch.
There's another one.
Behind you.
Now I do believe you met Katya.
Yeah, I met them at Orlando. Yeah,
You
last
met
time.
Poi. This is Sasha. She's another one of my
It's a pleasure to
champions.
make your acquaintance.
Hello.
Current title, Champion of Chaos, but you are free to choose what your title is, as they have changed theirs to Champion of Storms.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
I just realized that Farron and Rachel aren't here.
They didn't come.
Oh,
I was wondering where they went.
They must still be talking down in a memorial.
Hmm. Probably.
Aki, were you part of that tour when they went down there?
not down there. I went to the heart though.
Kill.
Uh-oh.
Watch it. Oh, I thought that was gonna run you over.
They're looking in that direction. I'm sure they would see it.
They were thinking about it.
They were thinking about it. They always think about it. This is usually why I perch on top of things.
Oh, like Katsuo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the more of the queue I'm used to seeing.
yes.
Not empty.
Technically, I've had to regress a little bit due to, for me, heartbreak and sorrow weakens me.
I see. Makes sense.
But down there, should you happen to go down there, is the memorial to fallen individuals. And in the center is the one who created this place, Lady Riza, and was my
Okay.
best friend. Is my best friend. She will always be my best friend.
Indeed.
I know that feeling.
Yes. So, if you do ever happen to go down the funny well, that's what that is.
Okay.
Forewarning. It hasn't happened in a bit, so it probably shouldn't.
Don't talk.
But
don't
we do
say
have
it.
interesting.
Don't do it.
We have interesting weather patterns here sometimes. So.
Oh, okay.
You jinxed it.
I mean,
Now it's going to
I
happen,
came from
Q.
a
I
place
didn't
that
say it.
I
I
had a
didn't
whole
say it
bunch of like
specifically.
weather problems recently, so it should be fine.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm
used to
enjoying the
hailing
normal
in
weather right now.
110 degrees. Ow, my elbow.
It is good to see you, Sasha. Have you been okay? I haven't exactly had a chance to meet with you.
I have been as well as I usually am.
That's good. I'm glad to see you today. It always makes me happy to see individuals. Sometimes I don't get to see certain individuals for quite some time, especially with the time dilation here.
Have you tried not sitting in somewhere that has time dilation?
Everywhere has time dilation.
Not that kind.
That's my house. That's where I live. Just so happens. Oh, there you guys are.
Hey.
There you are.
I just like sleep in random spots.
Farron, this is one of the individuals from Metaverse.
Hello.
Her name is Aki.
Yeah,
Rachel.
There's another one.
Yes. Farron and Rachel here are allies of mine. Good friends as well.
Good to meet you both.
This is Saki from Atheris. One of the handful that got sucked through the portal, so to speak. No, they got sort of sucked through in a different way. It's okay.
Yeah?
What?
It's okay.
It will be.
They ended up not being properly summoned and were stuck in a little pocket dimension of their own making, filled with suffering. Oof.
Yep.
Huh.
I don't want to talk about it.
So, tea, anyone?
Sure.
Tea sounds nice.
I just got comfy up here.
Come on down.
Well, that's your own fault, you cat.
I hate this train of thought. Why? I hate my existence.
Too bad. We like it.
You need any help, Q?
I can float. Unlike the ghosts who call me short, they can float.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see you again, Sasha.
You as well.
Mm-hmm.
Probably catching up with Aki and learning more about them. They'll make their way over here when they're able.
Thank you.
You just put it
Sorry.
there.
Thank you kindly, Q.
Have you been well, Miss Sariel?
I have. It has. Things have been going alright for me. Busy at Elysion, but then I don't mind that, and it keeps things lively.
Thank you.
Real slightly moved.
How have things been going for you?
It would be inaccurate to call them peaceful, but I have been engaged in a minor campaign, I suppose.
Hmm.
So it's nice to have some tea.
Only
It's very relaxing.
I hope it is going well then, for you.
I suppose it will be a question of whether I or my adversaries have more stamina.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the forces of winter are, in many cases, legion. If I attract the notice of any larger groups, I will abandon my cause.
Well, then I will hope that you are successful in your endeavor. Be fun to see a Sarai popping up. I might do it. We'll see. Maybe like an hour before the thing that I have scheduled.
This is the tea house.
But the chest
finish
here.
what I was saying. Once I finish a few other lines of my training, I'd love to get started.
Oh, sure. Just let me know. Or Kane. Whoever.
Speaking of which, I will be right back. I have to handle something. It's why I didn't immediately.
Right.
Hmm?
No.
What?
Yeah, Q?
You good, Q?
She either said
Trying to
alright.
tell if I'm smelling
Oh,
pigs
rat.
or if I'm smelling someone else.
God, I didn't know people didn't bathe much.
Just
That's
okay. I just want to point out people have a scent regardless of if they bathe or not. Okay.
Sorry, you're talking to them.
You're not wrong.
Constantly is afraid of getting sick.
And Casio here constantly smells of sakura blossoms and sweets.
Okay, now you've
I
got me
wonder why
curious,
that's
Probably
Q.
come from their tail.
Now you've got me curious,
Yeah,
It's
Q.
not like women's.
Oh, what do you
Go on,
smell
Q.
like?
What do we smell
Well, I
like?
smell like.
I don't know why, but you give me a hint of jasmine and lavender.
Jasmine. Interesting.
You know, I'm not upset at that.
Poi smells of the sewers.
Damn.
Am I wrong?
No. But okay. Anyway.
No, bye.
Oh, okay. Bye,
They got
boy.
so angry they jumped.
Thanks, Kimmy, for that.
Anyways, you're not
Thanks,
wrong.
Kimmy.
There's some
I
people
appreciate
who
that
have a unique
immensely.
smell, so I just end up associating it more with a color and just a random name than the actual smell. Like, for example, Rachel over here smells like Christmas.
I see.
Cool. I'm conscripting you now. You're helping me fight Santa Claus and Christmas.
You do what now?
Wouldn't be the first time.
I'm being hunted by Santa Claus every Christmas.
An entity that is part of what we would say our version of winter revelry.
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
I see.
Hmm.
Why? What'd you do? Ruin a
Religion.
present?
Oh, religious wars. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm surprised it's Santa, not like Krampus or something that's after you.
What kind of presents y'all get?
You
We've
smell
gotten a
like
polar bear
vanilla
before.
for some reason.
You what?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what.
Some people have
got.
gotten a polar bear, and it's quite with a a hat. Those presents at people. Pretty
Okay.
fun. I don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'm gonna smell really bad. Yeah,
Sasha
totally.
smells
That's
different.
why. I'm gonna do that.
I will not be offering any explanations at this time.
Oh, gee.
Welcome.
Really?
Hello there.
I'm curious, Q. If I smell like Christmas, is that
I don't even think I want to answer. I don't even want to question that one.
I'm going to get out of your tail.
You could.
Just warming it up.
Ah, I see. That's Higgs, one of the champions of the tower. Also one of the people who oversees Dragon Spy.
Okay. I saw him at Orlando yesterday. I didn't talk to him. I saw
Yeah,
him.
he's also a part of Neighborhood Watch, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's a magical girl.
Oh, never.
Huh?
No, man, I forgot. They're two different things.
Okay.
Wait, Higgs is a girl?
a magical girl
What?
in the sense like you
He is
are,
now.
or the actual literal?
News to me.
I have no idea.
In the sense
what
that
even here?
they have a transformation
Oh man, we've been
phase and
super rude for like 3 years.
Right.
I'm sure they would have mentioned something, or they just don't care.
No, everyone
It
just
is a
calls him a
joke.
magical girl. Yeah, it is a joke.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Patty,
fair
however,
enough.
is the magical girl.
Yes, she is.
Probably
Contracting
is.
them.
I think I met them yesterday. I think so.
I
Yes,
was
yes, I
actually
did.
the person who forged the relic that they use now as an implement for their magical girl powers.
Oh, okay.
I've been around.
I heard your name a lot yesterday
Did you?
when I was talking to people. Yeah, when I was talking to people, your name came up a lot.
You?
How many people do you know?
It is also a letter.
Well, yeah, I guess. Is it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's
Yes.
Like if somebody says, "Mind your p's and q's," they're
if
not
you ever
talking
see
about
a
Q.
circle
Never
with
heard
a
that.
line in the corner of it, that is a Q.
okay.
That's them.
I mean, that's usually how it is.
So your name is just one symbol.
Okay, so here's the reason why in the world I tell people that my name is Q, like the letter.
Ah,
We don't have a written language. Not anymore.
why? What? How? What?
Because
How do you keep track
because
of
my
them?
because our race ended up being stripped of our physical form in the past.
Oh.
Yes. And so all of our knowledge in written history is now stored inside of what we call the Nexus of Souls.
I'll take your advice and just take that. Not question.
You're gonna give him an existential crisis.
Staff.
I already had that yesterday. My brain hurt.
Make a cue.
You know how many things I had? You know how many weird shit I saw yesterday?
You went to Orlando
So
Saka.
much.
That was your
Yes,
first mistake.
I know.
That was your first mistake.
It really was.
If it,
It was.
if it helps, it never stops being strange. It just stops being surprising.
Yeah,
it never stops being strange.
That's
it never
accurate.
stops being surprising, you know?
That's accurate.
That is an incredibly accurate
I saw someone pull off their
statement,
tail and then
I love
grow a new one like a second later.
That doesn't
Okay.
surprise me. Chameleon people exist.
They were like this tall, floating with a giant like rusted like thing on there. I don't fucking know.
It's with the pretty rings, Higgs.
Squint. Stop looking at
Oh, interesting.
Ah, that's
I'm just
the
listening.
thing.
You'll keep talking.
I was asking you why you had the pretty rings on your arm.
Oh, I'm training.
It's part of their magical culture.
Huh?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one to punch you in the face. that
Oh boy.
I feel like she would respond back with that, but you know.
Energy,
Oh, okay.
much like your Twilight training.
I'm half dragon.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Show
Huh.
them the
I mean, I
cool
want
arm.
to walk away. You're making me nervous.
What, this one?
Goodbye.
I'm waiting
Yeah, I
to
saw
see the
that.
transformation.
Oh, you already saw that one. Okay.
Yeah, so I was like looking at it. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. Hmm?
Okay, so I have an establishing question.
No, I didn't see a change.
What's a magical girl? Because I'm now confused.
Okay.
Me having a face
Interesting.
is weird too.
I feel.
Well, so I would have said me,
I
but
don't know how to
apparently
go.
not. It seems like it's a whole thing.
My race and my siblings, we call ourselves dragon elves.
I do
We're
magic.
half
I'm a
dragon,
girl.
half elf.
These are.
That's all I'm asking.
So okay, so part elf,
fine.
but you're shorter. Okay. That's what I'm putting it to.
I'm assuming they are the
Interesting.
names of your races from your world.
Yeah, I'm an aura. Yes.
Ah, okay.
Elizons are very tall, pointy-eared, very smart people.
Mm.
Or else gonna be a dick.
Well, you can only.
Got
you
it,
can only
okay.
sub.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you
I
do
have
to
two
yourself?
hands.
Yeah, they usually
What
don't
is that
fight
supposed
things.
to mean? Hacks?
What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean,
I
Ellison or
might
giraffe
be
people?
working on a project.
Huh?
Elizon or giraffe people? Huh?
Self-mutilation?
I don't think she's gonna understand what a giraffe is, and even I don't.
Oh my lord.
I don't understand. If they're meaning tall, sure.
I'm guessing? I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Offered some.
I did.
So you don't have
Travis
hands?
is helping.
No.
Of course.
Though,
Hmm.
as I get older, I technically could grow them.
What did Hack say?
Maybe missing
Oh, okay.
most of the skin
My
on the
older
back.
siblings have them.
Covering it's very sore.
Giraffe people? What?
Oh,
I
okay.
can imagine.
Oh, they have
You know,
long necks.
You know, I still have some just kind of stored up.
Huh.
in
I
storage
am
from
the
all
youngest
times
of my
I
siblings,
It's
so
kind of like
a lot of
I-
my my body can do is
What are you working on?
Man, that's crazy.
it's still growing.
Hmm.
Tell me
Okay.
later.
Interesting.
But to be more a little bit more siblings, for specifically at least, I am a storm dragon, so I have the abilities of lightning and water.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
you.
Interesting. Huh.
Take it easy.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
What was that?
I'm not
Huh?
questioning it.
I didn't hear chicken.
What was that?
What?
I don't know.
Okay, no,
Use that
I
lunge
can't.
just-
I can't sit while like this. This is
Yes, being taken. Are you being taunted?
Q?
Cease.
What is happening right now?
I have
And
honestly-
Can I be a part of it?
I don't know.
Honestly,
That's not how that works.
go for it.
Okay.
I
Okay, I get it. Okay, I'll talk.
I'm not
Man,
sure
imagine
which side to be
feeling
on.
magic to
Both
torture
sides,
somebody.
Sasha.
Well, I've heard of it before.
Okay. Whichever one causes the biggest reaction.
Yeah, but like that's nothing. That's not an easy question.
Bad with
Why do I
Maybe go after
it's
Farah.
only good.
over here?
Have you
I can
seen
do
white
lots of bad
mages?
things with healing magic. Would you like more fingers? I can give you more fingers.
Now look here,
Some
okay?
almost my just
Look,
heal.
I'm trying to do something nice for everybody here.
Wait, your magic can actually
and
do that.
Just
I'm
requires
going
me
to
to do
cry
something
'cause of
very
you.
painful for myself.
Well, so I've been okay. So I sort of
no,
burned my hands into useless scarred lumps a couple of years ago. Well, a couple of your years. I don't know if you have these years. The years of the people here.
Okay.
A couple of those years ago, there was a plague war, and I pushed a guy off a bridge. And this was widely considered a bad idea. It seemed like a better idea at the time, but in my defense, we would have all died on top of the bridge.
Okay.
So anyways, my hands got burned into a crisp, and I've been trying to fix those. And so I've been trying to figure out how to do magic to grow them back. But it turns out it's a larger issue than that. So
Oh my goodness, that's not what I mean.
can I grow
I'm not
back
explaining it. None of my
practical,
business. You guys can do
working,
things.
useful fingers?
Deal with another planet that I saved, but fair enough.
Not yet.
Angels can be prayed to like saints. I have a saint.
But I didn't offer
Title.
that.
An angel, though. But fair enough.
That's literally it. There you go. It's
I'm more
literally-
impressed you
I
can
can
even do
provide
that.
someone with more of what might be called fingers.
I'm impressed
I
you're
mean,
able
if
to do
you
that.
actually want more fingers, I'm happy to make a deal.
No,
But
I'm
like, that's
good.
not really what we're. Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm.
like, that's sort of the-
I think I'm okay.
But
I didn't.
look at you. Do it to you.
But if that's the case, then I mean, what you have now, it
On
looks.
the average, I will let you.
It looks like normal.
Average kitsune, they won't
Pulls
destroy
off
your
the
village.
glove, and her hand is just sort of a mangled mess.
Yeah, I just want to destroy your
Ooh.
house.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. You know,
That's literally the difference.
The trouble seems to be that when I heal them, they just sort of keep being the way they are, and like so, like
I'm dying inside.
like let's say I cut it open. If I heal it, it just goes back to being scarred. I don't really know why. Probably he was a phoenix or some bullshit, and I'm as far as I've gathered, that has something to do
That
with
way,
it. And
cool.
I may or may not have been like put together some time ago, and so you know, on the grand scheme of things, we don't really ask all these questions. I can't see the things that are in myself, but apparently, like Ab and Flo said they could, and Silver took a look, and some other people and stuff, and so I don't know. There's something like I might have been two people. I'm kind of two people. That's a whole different thing. You've met both of me, so you kind of get it. But like that's
Yeah.
I'm rambling.
Let me tell you something.
This is
normal
very
life.
common here.
It doesn't matter.
Injuries and things.
Fair enough.
What?
More
Are
people in the
what?
same body.
Doesn't happen.
I'm one person. There's one of me. There are two of me as well, but there's one of me. And this is a distinction from the people that are two people. I'm not really two people. I'm just sort of one person. We're both Sasha. This was a significant point of concern for a while where, you know, like, a lot of people were really kind of
Out of everybody, I just speeded up
looking for the real Sasha when
starting
I
to
was
make
around, and that was kind of shitty. But that's not the point. The point is,
that's sort
would
of
you
the
like
point.
more
I
fingers?
suffer. I don't know why,
Huh?
but you do.
Would you like more fingers?
I don't have enough, but
Then let me heal it.
Okay,
I be careful with this one. I will warn you.
Okay, I don't want more fingers. I'm good.
as a disclaimer, I give this to everyone.
Okay.
I have to these days. I'm a fae. So before you make any formal agreements, and I'm not going to trick you into anything. I don't do that nonsense. It's not important. I might prank you otherwise. But I already said that we're not answering any questions about that today. So, yes.
At least have a theory on what you're up to.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm fine with what I have.
Hey, Axe.
Fair enough. Entirely reasonable. If you change your mind, let me know.
Arena here.
Okay.
You knows how to get in touch with me.
Kick your ass in front of people.
Yeah, target them.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to see that happen.
Why does everyone want to see me get my ass kicked?
No, I want to see you
What did
kick
I
her
do?
ass.
No, I'm not kicking her ass. I'm not kicking her ass.
Oh, okay. See, you can just do so by killing her with laughter.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to take me out. Die from
Just
lack
get her
of-
to
oh,
look
wait,
over
I'm
there,
sorry.
and you know, when she's not looking.
That I wish. I wish.
Come on.
They got that
Keeping up
whole
on
reading
your
intent thing.
You have legs. You can do it.
I do have legs.
You have
That
legs.
You just put foot
She
to
has-
ass. Come on. It's not hard.
Exactly.
You got a tushy right
This
here.
is a relatively straightforward conclusion to reach.
She can erase me in like 600 different languages. What do you want
That's
from me?
not the point.
I'm not gonna.
Wait,
but
what?
Fair.
Here, have some ice down your jacket. There you go.
Okay, sure.
Ooh.
Why did I
See, it's
feel
that
that? I'm
simple.
energy.
It's
Why did I
that
feel
simple.
Oh, I was ugh. That was weird.
Beginning is funny.
My point is you've been busy and you haven't been keeping up on coming to see me lately.
I might go
Wanna
wander
catch
for a
up on
little
all the
bit.
Training we can do so.
We Q is probably explain what I'm plotting.
Yeah, yeah. I want to hear this.
Okay, cool, sweet. Literally saved.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, shirked. I have shirked responsibility once again.
I'm gonna wander for a little bit. I'll be back in a
Responsibility is
bit.
a very strong word that doesn't describe what you're
I am a tank.